That was terrible.
That was crap. That was garbage. This place sucks.
Overreaction Tuesday.
Very good. All right. What do you got?
All right, let's quickie run through this here. Not much happening in the NFL world,
but there's still stuff to overreact to.
But we heard from Mike Florio at the top of the hour, about 45 minutes ago.
The Raiders are done? Is that your overreaction?
Someone not named Jimmy G will start week 1 for the Raiders.
No, I think the autumn wind is a Jimmy G, and I'm just wondering if the Raiders put in an addendum, as Mike said, addendum G. Yeah. So that's his new nickname, not Jimmy G, but addendum G. If he doesn't start, he's addendum G. If he starts, he's Jimmy G.
Sure.
I'm just wondering if there's some questions about him being able to answer the bell as the Raiders quarterback, to the point the Raiders reached out to their legal staff.
Hey, add this in.
Hey, whatever you're being paid by the hour, it's a couple hours of your work. Let's get us a little window out.
Slide that in.
Does the Chicken Ranch do the same thing?
Oh. I got an addendum, but I'm not going to say.
That's the question. But I think, by the way, you have to consult your doctor before that addendum.
Yeah, I was just going to say. Yeah, chickens are clutch.
So I believe this is going to be about nothing. That he will start.
Really?
If you're looking for anything totally crazy, like I said, it's not Brady.
Come on.
It's not.
It's good for business, like Mike said.
It's Trey Lance. That's what I'm thinking.
For what, like a conditional 3?
Who the hell knows?
5 or
Who
something?
the hell knows?
Hey.
I have no idea. That's the one, because he can't answer the bell. Training camp's an issue. That's the deal. And they can't quit each other. Trey Lance and Garoppolo are destined to be in the same quarterback room.
Right.
Well, that's a plan B. Not Brady's not. That's absurd.
Why is it absurd?
Because it's absurd. It's absurd.
What do you mean?
It's absurd. He's not going to go move to Nevada and become a quarterback. It's just not going to happen.
I mean, it'd be cool, though.
Not going to happen.
Right?
Not going to happen. He wants to own the Raiders, not play for them.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
TB12 Casino, I already see
And
it.
again, if the whole concept is that he signs the paperwork to become a minority owner in the Raiders, and for him to then stop being a minority owner and become the quarterback of the Raiders, he needs unanimous consent from the NFL ownership. I know an owner in Denver, Kansas City, and Los Angeles will be like, you know what? I don't consent. I don't like the idea. I don't consent at all. That's a shame. What else, Chris?
Okay, I was reading what Tyreek Hill was saying about Jalen Waddle, how he's an all-pro, but nobody knows it.
Yeah. And
then I was looking at their stats. You know, they combined for 3,000 yards and 15
insane.
touchdowns.
Oh, yeah.
I think if Tua's healthy all season, top 3 MVP candidates.
Well, I think it's possible. Sure. That's not you can't sit here in this league and say that's insane. There's no way. Oh, there's a way. That kid was pretty damn special in college, and then when he was healthy last year, they were winging it around. Nice. And I'm telling you, though, I'm going to zig a little bit here if you're zagging or vice versa. Vic Fangio being named the defensive coordinator there, if it saves them a touchdown to a touchdown and a half, and that offense shows up the way that we expect it to, the Dolphins are really the team that everyone's sleeping on. And yes, sleeping on, because we're all talking about the Jets and the Bills and who they're dating at quarterback, and then what they're doing against each other and how they're building to try and collide on first Monday night of the season. And the Patriots are not in this mix anymore. And oh, by the way, there's the Dolphins. Certainly since everybody who plays in the state of Florida makes the championship round these days.
Apparently.
So
why not the Miami?
Why not the Miami? Correct. What else you got over there, Chris?
You see who's calling DeAndre Hopkins?
No.
Deshaun Watson.
Oh, I thought you meant Rich Paul.
Oh, no, Rich Paul's right.
The Clutch Sports has signed him. This just in.
Could be a Browns reunion. I don't know. But I think Deshaun Watson's going to be a Pro Bowler. Browns in the playoff hunt this year.
Pro Bowler as in voted in, or he gets to go because he didn't make the playoffs and everybody else suddenly has a sore foot, a sore hangnail, and they're not going to Vegas to throw footballs at moving targets.
Voted in, top 3.
No. Overreaction.
I think we're sleeping on the Browns.
We may be sleeping on the Browns. Now, again, my top 5 coming out of the draft, biggest mysteries, post-draft, post of free agency, entering the football season in the summer. was, what are the Browns going to look like? I'm with you on that. But Watson beating out Mahomes and Herbert and Rodgers and Allen for a spot at the Pro Bowl. You just mentioned Tua could be a top 3 MVP candidate. That's a tall order. So I'll call that an overreaction, but the Browns doing very well this year's not one. How's that? And I understand they have to. Watson's got to play like one for the Browns to do well.
Yes, he does.
I'm just going to split that baby right here and say no. I'll overreact on that.
They get D-Hop. That'd be nice.
Well, I mean, Stefanski kind of threw a little water on that today, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
Yes, let me just quickly call that up.
I saw yesterday that.
Let me quickly call that up because
Sean was making
the
calls.
NFL Network is terrific at this, sending stuff out from the desk, assignment desk. Amari Cooper should be ready for training camp as he heads to off-season core surgery. But he likes Andrew and his crew, meaning the front office, are always looking to improve the roster. But I'll just say I really like the room the way it is. I like our wide receiver room. I love the guys in there.
There you go.
So I won't comment other than say that I like our roster is what he says. I mean,
what's not to like about D-Hop? Speaking of, D-Hop's going to have a bigger impact on whatever his new team is than any wide receiver in any new spot.
Oh, wow. Nah. I'll go Odell in Baltimore. How does that sound? Yeah. How about that?
A guy who hasn't played in 2 years?
How about Odell with Lamar? Let's go.
Need to see it.
I know. But that's where I'm going. Who are the other wide receivers in a new spot?
I don't know. Any rookie,
okay.
I just wanted to go. I didn't want to go just say he's going to be better than Odell, but any rookie or anything.
Zay Flowers and Odell in Baltimore. Let's see what that happens. We all think Baltimore's just going to be the same old, same old. We had Harbaugh on Friday, who basically started talking about how, those inside dives might be out of the playbook. And by the way,
Bears have a new receiver.
Let's not sleep on DJ Moore in Chicago.
Yeah.
Jackson Smith and Jigba in Seattle. Let's not sleep on that too. You constantly are ready to just throw Seattle on the scrap heap. That was a one and done out of Geno. You got one more?
Yeah. So we can switch music here, Mikey. Just a quick NBA one. I mean, I can't stand Miami, but could they push Denver to 6 or 7 games?
Yes, you can. Sure. That's not an overreaction. How's that an overreaction? And I know that this might be spun in the Rocky Mountains as another voice not believing in them, but I do believe the Nuggets will win the series.
6 or 7?
But you can't. Really, you're going to sit here and say this team, with everybody doing what they just did, is going to get swept or 5 games?
These guys aren't going to keep shooting 50% from 3.
Until they do. The problem for the Heat is Jokic. He's unstoppable when you've got 7-footers to try and stop him.
Yeah.
Or agile 6'10" guys. Adebayo 6'9". Who else they got? You're gonna run Cody Zeller at him?
I don't know.
What do you think? You think Michael Malone and Jokic are going to,
how are UD's legs, TJ?
I think
can we get him out there?
I just don't know. You look at Cody Zeller and what are you going to run him at him?
I put Kevin Love on him, use that vet.
I guess. I love Kevin Love, you know that.
No one's going to stop him, obviously, but you got to throw
You got to contain him, to use the Dan Patrick phrase?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hold him under a 30-point triple-double.
But you can't sit here and say the Heat will never. A total overreaction.
No, they might win game 1.
They can go to game 6 and 7.
Remember,
in the NBA Finals?
You said
that's crazy. You can't sit there and say
They've been there before. The Nuggets have not been there before.
Nah.
All right,
last one, real quick. Succession.
Uh-oh.
Mount Rushmore drama.
I don't know about that. You could say it's not even a Mount Rushmore drama for HBO. I mean, you could go Sopranos, Wire, Game of Thrones.
Entourage, but
that's not a drama.
Well, there was drama on there.
Drama on
there.
Oz,
Johnny drama.
I mean, don't sleep on Oz, man. For
That's
HBO.
Oz,
but Succession is definitely entered the conversation. It's entered the chat as a stupendous program. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.